Hey everyone, this is Steve from PublishPress, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the PublishPress Authors plugin, and in particular, a reviewed by feature. What this means is you can add a reviewed by author next to the main author of your posts. It's probably best to give you a couple of examples so you can see how this works. This is a medical/parenting website, and when it comes to the authors of the post, we have a written by feature for the main author, and we also have a medically reviewed by feature for a secondary author. In this case, it's a doctor. Telling people that this post is reviewed by a doctor automatically makes it more trustworthy. This next example is from a website about exercise equipment. The main article is written by a guy named Brian, but it's reviewed by a doctor called Neil. Again, it's adding a little bit more trust to the website. This is good for the readers, and it's also good for search engines such as Google that increasingly want signs that they can trust the content on your website. I'm going to show you how to do something like this on your WordPress site with the PublishPress Authors plugin. Let's dive into a real WordPress site and see how this is done. I have the PublishPress Authors plugin installed on this site, and I've gone to Authors and then Author Categories in the main menu. This is a feature which allows you to group your authors together. It can be done for individual posts. So someone could be the main author on one post, or they could be a co-author on another post. They could be a reviewer, they could be an editor, or perhaps you could add something different. For example, if you wanted to give some credit to the people that take photographs on your site, you could have a category called photographer or photographers. What we need to do is take a look at the reviewer category here. I'm going to enable this category, and if I check that box, that's going to be enough. You can now go and edit your posts and add your authors to the right categories. If I edit this particular post, over in the right sidebar, I'm going to see the authors area. There's a photographers area, there's an authors area, and a reviewers area. I can search for an author on my site and drag and drop them into the right location. We only need one reviewer and we don't need a photographer. So you can drag and drop these around until you're happy. And then when you're done, you can save this and you have an author and a reviewer for your post. What we need to do now is get these to show on the front of the site. In PublishPress Authors, the category is not going to show by default because it's not a core feature that everyone's going to need. So you have to add it to the author display. I'm going to show you how to do that in the free version of the plugin and also the pro version as well. We'll start with the free version. Go to Authors and then Author Boxes. And we are going to be editing the default author box here. This one is called Boxed. And you can see a preview here, and you can kind of see why it's called Boxed. It has a firm box around each author profile. So in this preview, when you make changes to the settings, the live preview will change automatically, so you can see what's happening before it goes live on your site. I'm going to go down to the display name area, and I'm going to check the box saying Show Author Categories. Now, next to each person, we have the author or reviewer category, depending on where they're categorized. There are more advanced things you can do, such as showing the author or reviewer category in other parts of the profile. And there's also a template system where you can use your own code to design these boxes. But that's basically how it works in the free version. You find which part of the profile you want to show the category on, and you check the box for Show Author Categories. I'm going to go and check one of the other boxes, such as the Inline with Avatars option here. And I can do the same thing. This is the default version of this layout. If I go to Display Name, I can check the Show Author Categories box, and now we have the category of each author showing right there on the page. PublishPress Authors Pro has a feature that allows you to do more with author categories. On the Authors box screen, you will see that some of these layouts are specifically designed to work with categories. And you can also add new boxes that are specifically designed to work with categories. I'm going to take a look at this boxed categories layout down here. This has a layout we've not seen before. We have the main author on the left side, and then the reviewer in a smaller area on the right side. The Pro version opens up a lot more layout options for your categories. Let's take a look at another way we can change our layout. We can choose the same box layout that we had before, but this time the people are grouped together. We have the authors at the top and the reviews underneath. This looks okay when you just have one person in each category, but it expands really nicely if you have more. What I'll do is quickly go to edit this post, and I'm going to add one more person as a reviewer, and I'll add one more person as an author as well. Now if I go to authors and boxed categories, we have both authors listed together at the top and both reviewers down here. And if I go to some of the other author boxes as well, such as list authors block, we're going to see the authors grouped at the top here and the reviewers underneath. This expands for just about all of the boxes. If I take a look at this one called 2 columns categories, we'll see both authors on the left and both reviewers over here on the right. So that's the difference between the free version and the pro version. The free version allows you to show the category next to the person's name. You might have Steve Burge, author, Michelle Kunde, reviewer. With the pro version, you have more layout options, and you can do things such as grouping all the authors together, or the reviewers together, or the photographers together, or the editors together. But whichever version you choose, free or pro, you'll find that PublishPress Authors is a really powerful plugin with lots more features like this. If you want more than simply one basic author for each of your WordPress posts, I highly recommend heading over to WordPress.org and grabbing your free copy of PublishPress Authors today.